Pickaxe.
All right, I'm excited because we're in Japan, Michelle.
We are. It's gorgeous.
How did we get here?
Teleportation
cherry blossoms.
device. Yeah, it's the future.
There was a hole in my basement.
We astral projected ourselves, and it didn't
portal.
involve our asses. So we are doing a special Weeb Outsiders. We've never done a bonus Weeb. We've only done them as
Is this
like
micro
once or twice a
Weeb?
year. I don't think so. That
No?
sounds weird. Well, I mean, would you consider yourself a micro Weeb? Because like neither one of us
Sure.
are Weebs,
Yeah.
but we've been interested in
A
covering the
Weeb
topic.
poser, kind of.
Well, I don't think I'd do that. I don't think I'd call myself
No.
a poser. I think I have a genuine interest in just dabbling in the world and being
Weeb
able to talk about it
dabbler.
on the show. Like a dabbler. I always think of Rob Sprentz when he was on, when he told us
What?
about, or he taught me at least about dabbing. And I think of dabbler like that now. It was a drug thing. And I was like, what the hell is dabbing? Remember
Oh.
dabbing and shattering or whatever? It's some weed thing.
But I was dabbing.
Oh, what's
Remember?
that?
Well, like when you put your arms up. Remember, like I was doing that
Right.
when we were
Yeah.
streaming.
Yeah. That's a dance.
Wasn't that called dabbing?
I think so. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's talk
But
about
there was also dabbing drugs.
Right, drugs. Drugs are bad. So no, let's talk about some stuff because we played games. We watched anime. I went to the Japanese home goods store. We have a lot of
Wait,
things to
Japanese
cover.
home goods it was?
Yeah, I mean it's basically like their dollar store in a way, but not. Things cost a little more, especially here. So I went to Daiso. I'll talk about that when I talk about my drink. There's a bunch out here in Orange County. I think it's across the United States. I've heard things cost way more on the East Coast.
Okay.
So be careful if you go there. But yeah, things weren't $1. They were like, $1.50 if they were unmarked, but most stuff was like $5 or whatever. So anyway, let's talk about games. So I did play something that I know Ryan told me, our co-host Ryan, he said that he used to watch Digimon, the anime, when he was a kid. Now I have had no exposure.
After he watched Blue's Clues. Go on.
Yeah, I've had no exposure to Digimon. I've never watched it. I didn't
Well,
even
it was
understand that it meant digital mon. I didn't even know that.
Digital
right?
monster. But it was
Yes, digital
so
monsters.
So like my oldest daughter was into Pokemon,
Mm-hmm.
and Digimon to me, and I think to her, was like the low rent fake Pokemon. Like
Right.
it was like Temu Pokemon. Like
Maybe it's cooler because it's like Matrixy. So anyway, I was
Oh.
kind of impressed with Digimon Story Time Stranger. They have a demo out that I beat, and it actually surprised me because I'm generally not into this sort of stuff. The presentation was kind of top notch. It's this like bustling future city. You get this digi device, which is like a holographic thing with some guy talking to you. And there's a bunch of angry people in the city. And there's like phenomenon going on that's happening. Like these digital monsters are appearing. There's tremors happening. Like I was kind of into the story and just the
Right.
presentation of it. There's a huge thing called the Wall of Hope in the city. And some shit is like going on behind it. And you have to kind of break in.
what's the full name of this?
It's called Digimon Story Time Stranger. There's a demo.
So now I really think, Michelle, that they cleaned up the look of this because it looks kind of cooler now
Yeah.
versus the Digimon from 20 years ago. Like,
Probably.
did you like?
I mean, the style has probably evolved.
Well, it looks less kiddie though. Like this
It's
is
less like
like
chubby style, like like kind of the big rounded. It looks more like kind of
Like-
typical,
this right
modern
here.
anime.
Like this is what it looked like when my daughter, like when this was around.
Well, there's
like,
different presentations of all sorts of things.
But look at
Zelda
how
doesn't
stupid
look the
this
same over
looks.
the year.
like this is,
That looks more
This
like
is-
Dragon Ball Z or something.
but like
Yeah.
like Burger King would have Digimon toys. I remember this
And they
for some
probably
reason.
still have Digimon stuff that looks like that, right? There's
You
different
think so?
presentations.
Or did they
per
change it
game or per
completely to
art?
make it look cooler? Like
I don't know, but I kind of liked the way it looked. I liked
I
the
do too.
presentation. I
It's
liked the
foreign to me
city.
though.
Yeah. You get to pick
looks
a monster
adult.
right away. I picked a Demi Devilmon. He had Demi darts that heals as he does damage. Like all these kind of monsters have special spells you can pick and you can upgrade them and you can change them and evolve them. Like I didn't know anything about like what this was going to be. So yes, it's turn-based and typical like vaccine beats virus beats like elements. Like there was this whole like wheel system or whatever that I didn't know, but I still didn't have a problem. But you get like a digi device gun. You can shoot random monsters before you go into the turn-based combat, which I kind of liked. So it's not always turn-based. Like you can kind of clear the screen, like walk down a path without like 100 turn-based battles.
Yeah.
But you were fighting your way all the way up to like the top of this building, and there's a huge monster outside. And I wanted to get to the top. I wanted to kind of see what it was. And figure the thing out. And so, yeah, you tame different monsters that you find. You convert them somehow. You create new Digimon with augments on them, sort of like hybrids. There's cross arts, which is like special turn-based attacks. So it's almost like Claire Obscure, like you're timing.
That's in my game
attacks.
too, by the way. Arts.
Yeah, arts. They sort of call that. I see that a lot. I don't know, like I kind of like the fact that it wasn't just turn-based. They had like timing, just sort of like Claire Obscure as you were fighting. That kind of kept you more interested. I don't think I'd buy this, but look, I like that I played the demo. I thought it was cool. It was something completely different that I would probably never touch, and I thought it was really well done. I think it's getting good reviews, so.
Yeah, I'm looking here too. It looks like Digimon Story is like its own little arc.
Right. I've played the Monster Hunter Stories games. Some of them are really good. They're like kind of little open world RPGs, but this is still turn-based. I don't know what a normal Digimon game that isn't a story is like. I don't know anything.
Well, this is why I'm asking, because I'm familiar with that very juvenile-looking Digimon, and this doesn't look it. And I'm reading here on the Digimon wiki, it says that it's its own series, sometimes abbreviated as Digista, like Digi-ST.
Okay.
It's a series of Digimon games for portable and home consoles. The early story games that made it to North America were renamed as Digimon World, and then they went back to Story. Interesting. And Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth was the first to break the trend. So there's a whole line of these story games. And
I kind of like that they do a bunch of different like types of games and spin-offs, and even Power World's doing that with Pal Farm now, and Nintendo does it with Pokemon. Like I like when they have like a bunch of games in a world and spin-offs, and we don't seem to do that as much with North American properties or games. We kind of stay down the wheelhouse. So yeah, I kind of liked it. So check it out.
I like how it looks personally. Like I love these big open world games like this, like cities to explore. But is there like shops and things you could do in there, or is it just
I don't know.
superficial?
In the demo, I was just going to the top of that tower and trying to take down the big monster. And I don't know, like every monster you meet gives you a new ability and stuff. Like it was kind of well done. So I was impressed with that. Check that out. And then I also tried another demo. Jedi was going crazy about this. Trails in the Sky first chapter. Apparently this is like the company's most successful Trails game, and it's doing really well. Once again, there's a demo. So the game was turn-based. I don't know where it was originally out, PlayStation or PSP or something, but I hadn't played any Trails games. I had never even heard of this, okay? But there was something about the art style, once again, of the demo. I was like, you know what, I'll check this out. People are raving about it. Let me see. So the story was kind of crazy. Like, you're this little girl. Her dad brings her home a present, and it's a little boy. And the little boy is injured. And instantly this girl, he's like, I got you something. And he's like holding a kid. I'm like, is it going to be a kid? Yeah, it's a kid. And it's your companion that you, like kind of your stepbrother, I guess, that you end up sort of fighting with. Yeah. But he's injured. The dad puts him down on the bed. The girl instantly starts yelling at him. And I was like laughing out loud. I thought it was really funny. And then she kicks him in the head. It was really, she's like a sassy little girl or whatever. Yeah. And then they become friends and like they get raised together, and you go off and fight together in this open world kind of cool land that I love the look of. I love the art style. And once again, they added real-time combat to an old school. I kind of feel like this is a trend happening. Like with overall, like, you know, certain Japanese games used to be down this like wheelhouse of we just like turn-based. Now that's become
that
global.
Square demo I played.
Yeah.
It's literally not Chrono Trigger. What was the other one? Octopath Traveler, but with real-time combat. It's like literally the same game. They just changed the combat style.
I'm excited about that. Yeah. So I feel like we're evolving more with that whole kind of world. They're more interested in that. So anyway, they added partial real-time combat. So once again, you can swap in between them. So you can start fighting people with action combat if you want, and then you can switch to turn-based if it like gets tough and you want to do like your special moves or whatever. But yeah, bustling little town, you know, buying, upgrading gear. What I liked about this is they have this little like locket system where you put in gems and then you can put in support gems that change up your skill. Like once again, adding fire damage to like, you know, a sweep kick, or having, you know, your punch do this or that. Like you can kind of alter what's happening. There is a lot of depth here. Like if you want to get into this game, I've heard the demo is like hours and hours and hours long, and it carries over. So this is a lot of depth in this Trails in the Sky game. I liked it, but I didn't love going into the turn-based combat. I kind of felt like for me, they should have just like picked one. I didn't like the option.
Wait, I'm confused. I thought it had real-time combat. It has both?
It does, but you have to go into turn. Yes, it has both. And to me, that flow felt a little weird. I would have loved it if they just refined the action
When
combat a
would
bit
it
more. And
do one over the other?
Well, it could be like, you can't break this enemy or something. Like, you got to go turn-based, and it'll swap you to that, to do your special moves. But there were
does it give you choice? Like, I'm going to start real time?
Sometimes there's a choice, and sometimes it kind of forces you into it. It's a little not clear, and I think Jedi mentioned
it's like,
that too.
He's not. It's like, I can't kill this guy.
I can't
switch.
just kick this guy. Let me switch. We got to do this like brother-sister power move together, and cut this guy's head off. So yeah, it was a little awkward with that. So I don't think I'd pick it up. Once again, just kind of like, well done, good game, something you could play for 100 hours. Like, there's a lot of things like this that I think.
Would I like this? I have to tell you, I'm really interested in this game.
Try the demo. Just try the demo.
I love how it looks.
I really loved it. Like, it had ultra wide. It looked so good. Like, I don't know. You'd think it's just like anime cartoons, but it was like beautiful and well done. Like, they did something special with the art here. It reminded me a little bit of like Tales of Arise, but just like more like punchy. And so it looked really good. I laughed out loud at the story like multiple times. I know I'm an easy laugher, but like, I thought it was like well done. Like, so they added voice acting. And I kind of thought it was just funny, this bratty little girl, this poor injured little boy comes in. She's just like instantly on him. But then obviously she's just like trying to figure out what was going on. The dad is weird. I brought you a present. It's a boy. It's just like a wacky kind of funny world that I had a good time with once again. And if you want to play the demo, don't worry, because it carries over, which is really, really good. So
now the developer of this,
like
legendary, like since the 80s, they've done like hundreds of games. Like, this is not.
I don't know anything about this world. People might have lived in this, grown up in it. I never did. So,
like, this developer is known for the Ys. You've seen that YS series?
Yeah, I've seen
the letter
that.
Y, the letter S.
That YWS or whatever. Yep.
And Dragon Slayer, Legend of Heroes, Trails. But they've been around since 81, and they've done, oh my God, so many games. Well,
I saw this was like their most successful game. How can that be? It might just be Trails game. Trails in the Sky most. I wish I saved the story, but
that Wise series, I don't know anything about it, but I've seen it a gazillion times.
Yeah, Trails in the Sky first chapter debuts as Nihon Falcom's most successful Steam release to date.
Oh, Steam. Okay.
Yeah,
but if you look at their history, they've been doing like PC Engine games, Super Nintendo, Famicom. Like, they've been doing like console stuff forever.
Right. And they're trying to get into the PC market, and look, it's selling well. Like,
they did do Windows in the 90s. They've been doing Windows stuff since the 90s.
Times have changed though.
But they were probably just selling it in a box, Michelle.
Right.
Not on Steam, right?
I mean, I don't know if this is an anime, but the art style, really, really nice. I definitely appreciate like a lot about the game. Once again, won't buy it, but I love being in the world for a couple hours and just like having fun. Like, it was really cool. So check out Trails in the Sky first chapter. And then I did try something that just launched last night. It is a mobile game, but getting a lot of buzz, and I wanted to bring it up, even though I think it's Korean. But anyway, it's Goddess Order, and they do a lot of like, it's Japanese voice, like, so it's marketed toward that whole scene. So it just came out for iOS and Android, and it is sort of a gacha game. The thing with it, though, is you can play on the Google PC Play app. And that's what I did. I tried both because it's so action-oriented. So you get these different characters, you level them up, you equip them with gear, kind of like a action combat sort of Convaleria, if I had to compare it to anything, that whole gacha system. So it's action combat once again, 2D side-scrolling action. And you have this team that you collect. They interact with each other. You have special moves. You have combo like, it's crazy to play on touchpad because you're like doing combos. You're doing like long press. You're doing jump and dashes. You're blocking. You're parrying. You're trying to like the most action oriented game I've tried to play on mobile. That I feel like you'd be better off grabbing a controller and I've heard it supports it. I didn't try controller. What I did do is play with mouse and keyboard, but the controls are kind of limited on that Google Play PC app. I'm torn on this game. I played last night for 2 hours. They give you like 10 free, polls, as they call them. I got like, an SSR character, I think it's called, or whatever. I had fun, but it's overwhelming. Every second you're claiming something. Like every second you're sent something. Like you could play this game.
That's the whole mobile mentality.
I know. But you could play this game 24 hours a day, nonstop, and never run out of things to do, right? And that is the intent of Goddess Order and these gacha games. But look, it had storylines, it had character quests, it had training sessions with all of the characters, all like 50 of them that you could get points for. Like, if you're bored and you want to keep yourself busy somewhere mobily, like it's like never ending. Like, I don't know how these people pack this much content in. I think it's because a lot of times these games launch globally first, and then they've had like 2 years of like development, like in being out and DLCs and characters and whatever it is, it's impressive. Like,
and now you're seeing all that work at once.
You're seeing it all, but also like these games generally have like 15 million pre-orders and then they get like 60 million downloads. They are so massive beyond things like, you know, when we talk about stuff generally outside of this world, it's just kind of, I don't know, makes them look small. So like they're huge undertakings and they're really well done. So I don't know. I recommend this if you maybe have a controller, or if you're willing to get the Google Play PC app, or if you're just a wizard with touch controls, because there was a lot of action in it. But I kind of like it. I just feel like the combat itself was, I think it's too ambitious for touchscreen, but because I just didn't find it fun. Now, once again, though, I'm playing on an iPad, not a phone. I bet it's easier on the phone. Holding that iPad, like doing all that shit was not well. But if I grabbed a controller, this sort of stuff was actually pretty fun. So I don't know. I mixed on it.
I just installed it. Why not?
Yeah, I mean,
I probably won't play it. Like, but I installed it. Like, every now and then I'll be somewhere. I'm like, oh, what games do I have on my phone?
Yeah,
I'll try
but by the time you get in there, it's not like a pull it out at the bank thing, right? I don't know. It's kind of
there's like a 2 gig download. Like,
yeah,
as soon as
it's
I
like
open
an
it.
RPG. Like there's a story,
that's why,
and like it's crazy. Different scenes, and you're going around collecting stuff. Like I can tell that like if you're someone who mobile games, you would probably get a kick out of it. But for me, I don't know if it really translated well. It needs a controller, it needs a keyboard like mapping, but I'm pretty impressed. And once again, pixel art with real-time action combat, 2D, not the turn-based shit again. And I feel like we're getting more and more of that. So I was kind of interested. All right, let's move on to what I watched really quickly. So Netflix is getting more into anime. I kind of talked about that last night in the show, how they have, like we have a news article here saying that they have now dominated the anime streaming wars despite Crunchyroll controlling 75% of all anime. Netflix has more views on their anime.
Right.
So this is part of the push, and they added a manga that I had never heard of, but I was interested in.
Manga?
Isn't that what it is?
Manga?
Sorry. I told you I'm an outsider. I don't know.
Actually, we should get this right, Michelle.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying.
Manga. Yeah, it's M.
I say everything wrong though. That's just my East Coast accent. So
manga.
Okay, so I think it was.
It sounds like MAANG.
Okay. Right, but I also say draw instead of drawer and water, so I'll forgive myself. But I even hate this word. The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity is the name of it. So it's totally a girl.
The fragrant.
Yeah, it's a girl anime. It's a romance.
Was that in
anime.
your fortune cookie?
No, The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. Okay. Now, once again, I was attracted to the art style on it. Very ethereal, very pretty. And I like romance stuff. And it's sort of this tale where, first of all, they're doing 1 episode a week in America. And it has English voice acting that's actually well done. So I'm watching with that. I'm not doing Japanese with subtitles. So for the American Netflix, it's once a week and it's out for the next like couple of months. And I'm kind of hooked on it because it's like this forbidden romance between these 2 kids that aren't supposed to talk or even be friends, let alone date, because they're from different schools.
Okay.
And it's like, I guess that probably culturally makes more sense in Japan. Here, it sounds kind of silly to us, but it's like kind of the D-Gen school and the prestigious girls' school, and they're not supposed to talk. They're from 2 different worlds. Their families, don't get along. They'd be like, whatever.
Right. But so the kid's like a hillbilly kind of a thing or something?
I guess he's kind of like, from the wrong side of the tracks, as they used to say, as my grandma used to say.
I was going to actually say those words a second ago.
Which I never got growing up. Like, Grandma, we don't have train tracks in the town. What are you talking about? But anyway, so she likes sweets and his family runs a bake shop. So she goes in there and that's where she originally meets him. And, she's eating cake and they're having conversations, whatever. But everybody's scared of him, but she's not, because I guess he's super tall and has blonde hair, which maybe is weird in Japan. But Anyway, she's scared of him. She's not. She's kind of like trying to break the wall of like to tell these kids at both the schools like we can be friends, you know, and all this shit. So it's just like weird because I'm like, why do I like this? But I do. It's just like I can't tell you. It's like this thing I can relate to, like I said, with schools or something like that. But it's just done in a way where it takes you to you really believe the characters and the story. And it was a very, very popular series of books or comics or whatever. And I think they did a really good job from what I can tell and the response to it that I've seen, translating it to, you know, just like the presentation of the art, the voice acting, the characters. It's just kind of cute. So I've been watching that once a week. I'll probably keep watching it. You know, even though I started for the show, I'll probably just keep watching it. And I actually ordered a little like poster of it because I have like a game in front of my podcast set up here. I have like our VGO Listen Weekly on the Net Cyberpunk thing we did. I have like some WoW stuff I've gotten. I have the cherry blossom tree that Waffle sent me from his game. He's a listener who made a game. I have that up. So I'm going to add that to my wall. I ordered like the poster of like the two main characters walking next to each other. That, I don't know, Rintaro and I forget the girl. The girl, though, her voice actress, it's kind of like baby talk. It's kind of annoying. I don't know why, but I listened to the Japanese version.
I was going to ask you, how's the Japanese? Yeah.
Japanese is probably better, but I just like the American voice acting better. And I think the guy actor did a good job, but the girl is just too much like, Rintaro, I'm so sorry I put you in that position. And she sounds like she's like, her voice is changed. It's like the woman was trying to do it too high and she couldn't do like that's how it sounds. Like she's going through puberty. Like I don't know, like it's weird. I get a little weird with the baby talk girl. But yeah, I still choose the American voice acting if it's well done. So anyway, I ordered like a little poster I'll put on my wall. I'll take a picture of it when I get it and I'm going to add it to like my podcast wall. And then really quickly, because I know I've talked about a lot, I did want to watch one episode of Takopi's Original Sin or Takopi's, Takopi. I heard about this. It was going to win Anime of the Year. Like, it was crazy. And so it's this little pink, fluffy alien that sort of lands on Earth. He meets this depressed little girl, and he just wants to make her happy. And he's like this pink little cute ball, and he's just like trying to give her different gadgets to make her happy. And she's so depressed. Something very bad happens in the first episode. And I was like, holy fucking shit. This is dark. This is harsh. And he gives her this camera that like can go back in time. So she can go back to whenever the photo was taken. And, you know, it's kind of like, I like that repetitive time loop sort of stuff. I like movies and episodes like that or time loops. And it kind of seems like that's what's happening in this show.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was kind of impressed once again with this, like, but holy shit, the subject matter gets really dark, but I can see why there's buzz around it. And it's just so different than something I would ever watch or see. And I recommend like at least looking at an episode just to kind of see how it's presented.
Now you should buy the little pink creature.
Yeah, little pink creature's cute. And then really quickly, I did watch an episode of Lord of Mysteries. I think it's good if you like BBC Sherlock, which I did. I loved Benedict Cumberbatch's BBC Sherlock. Those were great. I love mysteries. So Lord of Mysteries was okay. But yeah, so I'm going to keep watching the Fragrant Flower. Everything else I'm not going to keep watching. But anyway, let's talk about my trip to Daiso. So if you have one around you, I recommend doing it. It was kind of fun. It's a Japanese home goods store. I went to the one in Irvine. A lot of cute stuff, Japanese snacks. I posted a picture of what I got in our Discord in our subscriber area. What I really liked are these like chocolate wafer digestive biscuits. They kind of taste a little like McVitie's, like I've had from the UK or whatever.
Yeah, I was going to say that's like a UK thing, right? Like,
well, I don't know. It was like this wafery biscuit, like oaty biscuit with chocolate on the top, and not overly sweet, like you'd get in America where you want to like die. And it's like the perfect one thing to have with coffee. I ate the whole sleeve in 2 days though. Like they were so good. I was like, these are really good. And I had to look at the ingredients. Like, is there going to be something weird in there? But there wasn't.
Go here.
You should go see where there.
Well, there's one by my mom's house.
Okay,
but the closest one to me is in New York.
Yeah,
New York State.
Yeah, they're supposedly all over. But so
Rye Brook.
Yeah, I got like Japanese hot chips and like, but I got a cute little butt pillow that you're making fun of. It's really soft.
I don't understand the hole, but I guess you explained
it. It's supposed to support like your tailbone or whatever. It's so smushy though. Like my ass is like completely flat in this pillow. It's not doing much. But the thing that I got that I thought was crazy was a Sanrio soda, Ramune Sangaria Orange. So it has a marble on the top of it. This thing was hard to do. I almost hurt myself. You could hurt your finger trying to do this. So you take off the top. You have to like pull off this like thing that was so impossible to do. I'm like, how do little Japanese people do this? I guess my hands are small too, but like, so you have to pop down this marble, this glass marble into the bottle, and then it fizzes and it went all over the place. I don't know what I did.
What? I don't understand.
You have to slam a marble down in.
But the marble is like loose on the lid. You take it off.
It's on top in the lid, and then you slam it down with the top of the cap.
Spell this so I want to see it. What is it?
So, okay, it's SANRIO space RAMUN space SANGARIA.
Sanrio is like
flavor.
They make Hello Kitty shit, right?
Yeah.
Sanrio, R-A, what?
Ramun? RAMUNE.
Yeah.
I think it's a very popular thing. It was, first of all, tiny little bottle with like 3 sips. I'm like, oh my God, your guys' portions are so cute.
Well, actually, I saw a video of a guy in Japan showing how small all the sodas and shit are there.
It was so small, even for me.
It's better. I actually would prefer it. Why don't
But
it
had like 150 calories of sugar for a small bottle. So they went hard with the sweetness.
Yeah.
It kind of tasted like sweet orange juice instead of Sunkissed. But I
don't
thought
get this marble thing. Like,
do you watch somebody on YouTube do it? So you flip the cap over on the upside down of the marble, and you guys slam it down to get the marble from the cap into the bottle, and it's glass. I wanted to save the bottle, but I didn't. But anyway, I had a hard time doing it. But I thought it was like, then you put a straw on it, and then the marble rolls around the top. I just thought it was cute.
Can you swallow the marble?
No, it has a cap on top. And if you take it, you use a straw.
You're using like a gadget to push it in.
The lid. You flip it upside down.
But there's a separate piece okay, so you're not pushing on the marble. You push on some plastic piece.
That pushes on, but I couldn't do it. And I'm like, if a little kid put their finger under this, I would like almost cut my finger off.
How many kids broke the glass?
Like, exactly. Like this thing was, I don't know, they're crazy. But I liked it. I thought it was cool. And I just recommend the trip to Daiso. I thought it was a fun experience. But
is it all just food and junk, or is there anything like really worth buying?
Well, I got a handmade bowl for like $2.50 with cherry blossoms on it. I bought a dessert spoon, which I've never had, like a shovel dessert spoon, like a wooden dessert spoon for like $3. I don't know. Like I thought it was cool to just see stuff. Like it's not just like, it's literally the same stuff they sell in the store there. It's not made in China, like, knockoff, whatever. It's actually the stuff they sell there in their little home goods store. And I thought it was cute just to walk around it once. Sort of like if you walk around World Market. That's always fun too.
Yeah, I mean, I go to like the Asian grocery stores around here, and they have like a lot. They have a lot of this kind of stuff, but this seems more like a Five Below or something with Japanese shit, but it's not that, right? Like
I was the only like non-Japanese person in there, which I thought was interesting. I think a lot of people kind of go there to remember home or get stuff that they're used to. Like it wasn't just like American tourists. It could just be because I'm in Irvine. There's a lot of like Asians, but it wasn't just like weird tourist junk. I kind of got the sense that people, Japanese and Korean people, like want to go there to get.
Because they like that seaweed snack or whatever.
And I was watching a lot of videos on it. And a lot of, I guess Korea and Japan kind of have like a kinship, because like a lot of people were Korean that said they go there. And the great thing about America that they said is you can get great Japanese food and great Korean food. And so I was like, really, where? Because I don't know. But I kind of got the sense that it wasn't just tourist junk. Like, not like people kind of want to go there to get the stuff they'd get at home. So it seemed to be somewhat quality for the price. Like my bowl is good. I like it. I like my spoon. I like my cushion. So check out Daiso. All right. So I got super into this week. I tried to prep.
I know you did.
I tried to take it seriously because for some people, they live and breathe this lifestyle, and you don't want to technically go in completely clueless. So I feel like I kind of got a better sense of why people. I mean, you could just survive on watching this stuff. You could just survive on playing these games. You could just survive on that whole culture if you really wanted. But I don't think you should. I feel like it's just kind of a nice thing to pepper into your life. All right, John, what did you get into over there?
Well, I'm not as much as you, for God's sakes.
Well, I always did take my assignment seriously in school, John. So
well,
I
do
you were
too.
a slacker.
I mean, we just did VGO. Yes, I am a last minute.
I'm a prep person. You're a last minute person. I had my papers done in college early.
Yeah,
so
no,
this is typical. It's typical for me. All right, so what did you do?
But I do take this very seriously, and actually, so obviously we just did VGO, but last night is when I was going to find the game, okay? And I'm not kidding you. I spent over an hour trying to find a game, Okay.
Yeah.
And everything I looked up, Michelle, we played or you played already on past VGOs. We've really covered a lot of this stuff, you know?
We have,
And
because a lot of it's big now. It's mainstream.
Yes. And what I didn't want to do was play. When you go on these lists, by the way, Dragon Ball Z seems to be the dominant force on all these lists, is the number one anime game. Like,
Right.
And I
You
wasn't
like fighting
really.
games, right? That's probably
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah. And I wasn't really totally blown away by that. And Naruto comes up a lot too, but we've already done all that shit. Now, so I came across the Demon Slayer world, which I was not aware of, but apparently it's rather relevant because there's a movie in the theaters right now.
Yeah, that's doing really well, I've heard.
Yeah. That's crazy, right? So I don't know what the fuck this is. So I watched, and by the way, this is on Netflix. You can watch all the episodes. Like there's 5 seasons of it, and then there's like some movies too. But I don't know if the movies are on Netflix, but I watched the TV show or whatever, the weekly anime, whatever you want to call it. And this is some dark fucking shit, Michelle.
Really? Yeah, I don't know anything about it. Once again, demons, always a theme.
Yeah, so okay, I'll just tell you the plot of this, and you know, this is not a big secret. It happens like immediately in the show. You're some kid who lives with his family in the middle of nowhere in the woods, okay? In like this heavily forested area, okay? And so you basically are going to walk to town to sell charcoal,
Okay.
and then come back home with the money for your family, okay?
So you're talking about what you watched first or played first?
This is what's in the game too. It's both.
Okay. Okay.
So this is just a setup for everything because the game follows this too. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just telling you what this is. So this kid named Tanjiro goes into town with some charcoal. He has to walk like fucking 15 miles to go to town. Everyone loves him in town. And then when he comes back, some dude's like, "Hey man, it's getting dark. You better get out of the woods. There's fucking demons, man-eating demons, and you should spend the night here with me, kid." Okay. So he does. He gets up the next morning, goes to his house, and he finds his whole entire family dead. Slaughtered, bloody, like it is fucking a crime scene what they showed in this cartoon. Like,
right.
Because I'm thinking, I mean, you think looking at cartoons, oh, this is for kids and stuff. Like this is some bloody fucking shit that happened here. His entire family's
that's why I
dead.
said the first episode of Takopi's Original Sin was really dark too. But yeah. Okay.
So he basically finds out that his sister is the only one that's alive. He takes her to town to try to get help for her, but guess what? She's a fucking demon. She's possessed. And then some bad shit happens where this guy comes to kill so this demon slayer shows up to kill his sister, and he tries to protect her, but she's also trying to kill him because she's possessed. And that's kind of sets up this whole world where basically this character Tanjiro talks the demon slayer into not killing her, and they basically muzzle her because they can tell that she has some of her humanity inside of her still.
Right.
And basically this guy then becomes a demon slayer to try to avenge his family's death, and at the same time he's trying to find a cure for his sister. Right. And his sister is, like I said, she's muzzled in the whole thing. Like she has like a stick in her mouth so she can't bite people.
People say, I'm reading here, that the whole Demon Slayer thing, which is big in Japan, is breaking away from your family, a powerful symbolic events that, because I've probably a lot of pressure from family and control, muzzling a sister is probably symbolism.
Oh, but, really?
Yeah, but like you actually played, what is the game you played? Because
the game's called Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba The Hinokami Chronicles.
Yeah, I was like, what is it? Kimetsu no Yaiba
Hinokami Chronicles.
Hinokami Chronicles. Okay, so this is out on Steam and probably Switch and PlayStation. What is this actual game? Is it turn-based? Is it fighting?
Okay, so this after watching the show now,
yeah,
this game is very much the show.
Right.
So it starts out with all of those. It shows you how it sets up everything from the show. There's actually movie clips you can watch before you start playing, where you could see like all the stuff from the first couple episodes. You know, the setup, because basically, again, he becomes a demon slayer to avenge his family. He then trains with this master demon slayer guy to become like the best or whatever. And then his sister is also part of this story as well. So you can watch all these clips in the game that are from the show directly, and it starts from episode 1, just like the TV show, like I did. And so it's all in there. And so visually, I'm so impressed by these games when I play them. You know, these anime.
The art style kind of matches the show, right?
Yeah, and it's just like, it's kind of like, God damn, there's a whole world here, like you said.
Yeah, of art and
skill. Masterful. This is a well-made game published by Sega. I never would have found this game in a million fucking years.
Right.
This game came out in 2021. It's still full price. I paid $60 for it. It's not cheap exactly, but it's super, super well done, and it's pro in every fucking level.
But the actual gameplay is
this. Okay, so what I've done so far, it basically, you're a demon slayer and you're getting these missions to go somewhere and kill the demons. That's what it is.
Action combat.
It's real-time combat, kind of like Street Fighter or other. It's a fighting game, Michelle, with combos and dodging but it's in a 3D space. It's not like on a 2D plane. It's a lot like the Dragon Ball Z stuff I did.
Okay.
But you're basically getting a mission to kill a demon, but on the way you're interacting with the people. Like the first mission was kind of like the setup from the first episode where you're in the forest and doing all this shit, but you're going to kill this big demon at the end, and you have like this scent thing where you're in a 3D linear space where you're on trails and stuff, and you have this scent thing where you're trying to follow the scent of the demons, and on the way you're killing lesser demons that just pop up and you have to fight them. Like if you step on a bush and all of a sudden you're in combat, and then you're on the way to kill so I killed the first big boss, which wasn't totally hard, but it was kind of fine, but it was a big epic boss battle. Yeah. And then after that, now I've become officially a demon slayer, and now I'm on these missions, like a detective missions, to find the demons that are riddling the areas. So right now I'm in a city, and I have to basically go around getting clues as to where the demon might be. And there's like something going on where girls are disappearing in this town. And so I'm kind of like a detective, and I'm talking to all the townspeople. And they're kind of, giving me clues where the demon might be.
It's not just straight fighting. There's RPG, there's story, right?
Not RPG. There's story. It's sluggish, though. Don't think it's great, because it's not.
You probably have to love the show and really want to live the character.
What's fun, and I'm not, okay, what's fun and the most compelling is the combat, okay?
Right.
But they make you do all this shit before you actually get the combat.
Right.
And the shit that you have to do is not compelling at all, okay? And you think it would be, because right now I'm in this big city. It looks like you can explore it, but your character can't jump, okay? But there's little areas that have these twinkles on them, and that's where he can jump. So you have to find a box
it's
with a
the
twinkle.
Yellow paint, yeah.
Yes, and you have to find a box with a twinkle on it, and now you could jump on top of the box, and then from the box go to the roof. And you can only do that in this one spot, right?
Yeah, and you don't been fully immersed open world, but it's hard.
Yeah, which is why I love the Naruto games,
right?
Like the one that's on the 360.
So what's interesting is I was looking. The name of the movie is the same thing. It's Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Infinity Castle, and so the first section Kimetsu whatever means demon killing blade, and then so you played one story. Infinity Castle is the movie.
It's a separate arc.
Yes, a separate
with
story.
Different people, not the main guy.
Crunchyroll chief Rahul Purini discusses how much bigger the $555 million hit might grow. So that's how much it's made already. And the next two films that are coming in the trilogy, and why anime is now a core Sony growth engine, because Sony owns Crunchyroll. And I guess maybe this property, I don't know.
Interesting.
But I didn't know this. So this movie is going to be a trilogy that's out now, Infinity Castle, and it's already made a lot of money. Do you get why this world is so big, or did it seem like generic demon slaying anime 101?
It didn't. It seemed masterfully done.
Okay.
And I was honestly getting a little nervous about some of the stuff that was happening.
It impacted you.
Well, not maybe nervous. I was tense. Okay, a little bit. It was I'm this is not a kid's thing at all.
Or it is, but the kids kind of we grew up on.
Yeah, I
stuff.
know.
But I think
it was kind of some heavy shit.
Yeah, well, that's kind of good. I don't
and then also a big part of this game is the online fighting.
Oh, okay.
And so you can go online, you could play against other people, you could play local couch fighting, not co-op, but PvP, whatever, and you can basically create and there's a lot of stuff to unlock. So when you're in the world, there's these little gem things that you find, and you use those as currency to unlock more characters and outfits and all that shit that you're going to then use online in the PvP.
Okay.
And I think that's a big draw. It's not a draw for me, like the online fighting shit, but you can just do matches online against your friends or strangers. And you play in squads of 2, and then you pick 2 characters, and then you could basically one assist you. You're playing as the main character you chose, and then the other one you can call in to kind of come in and snipe with like some hits, and then leave as like an attack. It's kind of cool.
Funny because I've never like thought about this property at all until the movie, and then you look at it and you're like, oh, it's this huge thing. There's been 50 games, and there's 300 episodes of an anime, and there's 50 books, and there's a so it's like kind of cool to hear about. But I don't think I'd play this game or really. I don't
honestly. I do like this game, but I can't really recommend it honestly because
it's too much kind of poop mixed in with the goodness.
I wish that the open world was a little more meaningful. It seems like it's just tacked on to get to the fights. Mm-hmm. Like they're just making you do bullshit stuff to get to the fight.
Okay.
I think if you want an open world fighting game, I love that one Naruto game. That's on the 360.
Yeah, that's right.
Which you can't get.
Well, you can get
Rise of a Ninja.
360. You can import
Rise
it.
of a Ninja. That was the game I liked.
Yeah. You talked about that, I think, on our last Weeb ep.
Yeah, I think I brought it up almost every time we've done Weeb because that was the one I liked.
It's kind of stuck with you. So as far as, I know you're not drinking a Japanese drink, but
I'm drinking a Mountain Dew Zero, which they probably do sell in Japan.
Probably. All right, well, let's go to some news then quickly. We kind of talked about how Netflix was getting into anime more, but Hulu also is doubling down on it apparently. They're going to be streaming One Punch Man Season 3 and Digimon Beat Break anime coming up in October. And I guess, like I said, typical places that you wouldn't expect to see a lot of anime is kind of a race to do more anime now. And Amazon, the same thing. They're going to be premiering a popular one called A Star Brighter Than the Sun, and that's coming in October on Amazon Prime Video. I feel like it's about to explode because Crunchyroll may go under, and just that's what I think may happen.
I mean, because the people are already in Netflix, so there's less
and they're
friction.
Already on. Yeah, exactly. And Amazon, and even Hulu, they have just more subscribers than Crunchyroll does.
I feel like Crunchyroll isn't like something that's in front of your face all the time too on its smart TV, right? Is it?
Yeah. No, like, I mean, I only
when
go
you
to
buy
it
a
when
smart
we're doing,
TV. Yeah, when you buy a smart TV, right? You see Netflix, you see Amazon. You don't see
my
Crunchyroll.
controller, I'm sure yours does still too, has that Netflix and Amazon button.
Yes.
So it's just way more mainstream, and I feel like if it keeps going this way, as we're seeing more and more coming to these channels or these services,
But do you think like younger people, like in their 20s, like pursue?
They may not be enough though. I don't know. Like I kind of feel like Netflix is so mainstream, and even Amazon Prime. I feel like that looking at the numbers, like it just seems like they don't like Crunchyroll. A lot of people do it, but
well, I'll tell you this, Michelle. Every time we've done a Weeb episode, I renew my Crunchyroll. Okay,
I just do the trials.
Well, I didn't
got
do
3 months free.
I know I didn't do it this time because what I wanted to watch was on Netflix.
Well, same for me. Like
That's
favorite
the first
one
time
I watched, Fragrant Flower, is on Netflix, and I don't know. Like it's way more mainstream now. It's happening.
And then according to Google, they have 17 million subscribers right now. Crunchyroll, Netflix has 300 million.
Yeah. So how can they compete when a big anime show comes to Netflix? Even that One Piece that they just did was hugely popular.
Yeah, I like that. Actually, I liked One Piece. That was kind of cool.
Yeah. So the Tokyo Game Show just went on. That's a trade show out in Japan, and they have a little page on Steam with some games that were shown from it and stuff, which kind of confuses me because a lot of these things don't look Japanese or seem weird, or I don't get the connection to the Tokyo Game Show. But that has been going on, and funny because also the Japanese Game Awards just went on last night. And Metaphor ReFantazio won Game of the Year. And
Metaphor did?
Yep. They showed Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake stuff, which kind of looks good. And then they said it was also a big night for Nintendo fans. The Switch got some special honorary Minister of Economy, Trade, and Industry Award. Nintendo Switch 2. I guess they honored the Switch. It got flowers. That's what I read. So yeah, Japan Game Awards. I didn't look at the whole list of winners. I'm wondering if there's anything weird. So Grand Award, Metaphor. Nintendo Switch won the Minister of Economy Award. Breakthrough Award, Claire Obscure. Now that must be crazy to see Japan give an award to a non-Japanese company. The Movement Award, Pokemon Trading Card Game. Award for Excellence, Metaphor again. Urban Myth, Dissolution Center. Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven. Dragon Quest 3, Dynasty Warriors. Tokyo Extreme Racer, Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. You liked that, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Monster Hunter Wilds, The 100 Line Last Defense Academy, Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time. I really liked that. I'm glad to see that getting a nod. And Elden Ring Night Rain. Special Award, The PlayStation Store. And Game Designers Award, Indica. Another non-Japanese thing. Interesting. I guess they like the style of that. Says if you're surprised that Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong aren't there, it's because they're not eligible until 2026. So some surprises on that list, but didn't even
Here's
notice.
some, I have some of the highlights that as far as new stuff the publishers showed, if you want to hear it.
Sure.
So Capcom showed their featured titles were Monster Hunter Wilds, Resident Evil, Requiem. Mm-hmm. Is that a new game that's on your radar?
Yeah, that's upcoming. Leon isn't the main character. It's sort of like a younger girl, but I'm going to play that.
Way of the Sword, Pragmata, Street Fighter 6. They showed Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection. Mm-hmm. Square showed a new Octopath Traveler called Octopath Traveler 0.
Yeah, I saw that trailer. I'm interested.
And they're focusing more on HD 2D art style. Mm-hmm. I think they really like that Octopath look, don't they? Because Adventures of Elliot is the same thing.
But that's
the
real-time combat on Elliot, right?
I cannot wait. I'm going to buy that game instantly.
Yeah.
Adventures of Elliot. I want to play that one.
Yeah.
Koei Tecmo showed Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. I don't want to play those games ever again.
Yeah, I never loved those.
Ninja Gaiden 4. They're doing some big collaborations with Nintendo and Platinum Games, which I think that's like Bayonetta shit, isn't it? Yeah. Bandai Namco showed Little Nightmares 3, Once Upon a Katamari, don't care about that. And then Digimon Story Time Stranger.
Yeah.
Which you talked about.
Yep.
Konami showed Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, Silent Hill F.
Silent Hill F we're going to talk about next week. Ryan and I are probably going to play.
And then Riot Games, Valorant, League of Legends. Mm-hmm. That was their first ever Tokyo Game Show appearance.
Yeah.
Riot Games.
It's so weird to see an American company.
Yeah. But those are kind of the highlights from the big publishers that were there. I don't know. Does anything catch your... I mean, I want that Elliot game. That's the one that's...
Yeah, I'm actually curious about that because once again, I'm seeing the real-time combat popping in, and not that I don't like turn-based. I'm going to be playing the Final Fantasy Tactics remake when it comes out on Tuesday, but it's nice to see other combat and other types of games. So, like, apparently there was a leak on a game from NIS, and I didn't know what NIS makes, but they make all the Dissidia games, the YS games. So they're huge. They had a leaked tweet that they deleted about a new lifesim coming on Switch, PlayStation, and Steam. No Xbox. Coming 7/30.
Cozy.
Yeah, a cozy game. Kind of looks cute. Coming 2026, and it means I kind of put it into ChatGPT, and I said, "What does it mean?" Because it was all in Japanese.
Yeah.
Garden of Gentle Living is what the translation says the game is called. I doubt that's what it is.
This article says it's called Yoma Wari, the Garden of Honolulu.
Okay, they're saying it's called Garden of Gentle Living, and it says July, pre-order now. Life from time to time, or could be called Living sometimes. I doubt it says that either. But look, I'll play it, and I'm glad to see it's on Steam. I think.
Is it spooky though?
I don't know.
Here, look at this.
It does look a little dark in the imagery.
I think it's spooky, Michelle.
Tweet now deleted.
Well, here's everything.
Okay.
It looks like a Tim Schafer game.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. I didn't see all that. Well, that I'm less interested now. This doesn't look.
It's a departure from the survival horror game of previous titles. It seems to be a farming sim.
Okay. Survive, to survive in a post-apocalyptic world. Oh wow, that's a lot. No, this is a totally different game.
Is it though?
Maybe. Nippon.
It's based on Yamawari, which is a survival horror series that already exists.
Okay. The cover art that I saw was kind of pretty, and ethereal, and yours looks like shit, the screenshots from it, but I hope we'll see what happens with that. Hold on, where was I at news? Yeah, there's also another game coming.
Oh, so this is what you saw here.
Yeah, that pretty kind of
this
picking flowers.
That's from the original tweet.
Okay, yeah, that they deleted.
This thing?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Is that what you saw?
Yeah, it's in Weeb Outsiders.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I don't know about it now, but apparently that's coming. And also, speaking of that, I've been hearing people talking about this game and excited for it, and I had never heard of it. And then I look it up, and it already has like 9 million pre-registers, anticipated to have like break 100 million. And it's called Duet Night Abyss.
Duet Night Abyss.
Do it. DUET. Am I saying that right? Duet. But there's a swirl over the T on my screen cap.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and in the G. I guess it's just a swirl. It's just
by
a swirl.
panstudio.com.
Yeah, it's just a little ribbon. So it is Duet. But I don't know what the hell this is. A thrilling hybrid action RPG featuring a dual narrative. You can pre-order now on Apple, Google, Epic, and Steam. So it's a PC mobile crossover that is not doing console.
So are you into this?
I don't know. Comes out 10/28 and it's supposed to be huge. I mean, I feel like now I have to try it.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'll tell you, last night I spent a lot of time on NetEase's website trying to find shit. Like, I feel like we got to pay attention closer to this shit. Like these, I pre-registered for Ananta. So let's do this one. Huh?
Yeah, pre-register for this. We may want to look at it.
But what's Pan Studio? Is this a site we need to be paying attention to?
Everybody that I knew, some of my friends already knew about this. I think Ryan already had this. He was saying whatever.
Oh,
so
really?
somebody's following some news that I'm not somewhere. Right. And I feel like I pride myself in kind of being up on almost everything. Like you said, VGO covers pretty much everything. Right.
Yeah.
And I had never heard of this. Now, part of that's because I was looking at something with a swirl over things and typing in the wrong name. But now that I'm looking into it.
Yeah.
This thing is huge and I had never heard of it. And I feel like I should. And so I don't know. I guess it's because I'm not as into the mobile space.
Did you see Sword of Justice?
I think I've heard of that. What is that?
That has 2.5 million players pre-registered.
Is that also by them?
It's by NetEase.
Yeah, once again, it says Windows Mobile.
Yeah. But again, I was on the NetEase website looking at all this shit, and this was one of those games that had pre-registration that looked interesting to me.
But 2.5 pre-reg isn't big yet. That's not that big.
Well,
still, for this world, I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you could do a whole show about mobile PC crossover. And yes, I know some are on console, but a lot of them aren't. Here's another one. NetEase doesn't seem to give a shit. And if they do it, they'll sometimes put it on PlayStation, but not even Switch or Xbox. It's weird.
Yes.
So it's kind of become, it's mobile, maybe PC, then maybe PlayStation, and they just don't. Why don't they do a Switch? Is probably because the engine doesn't support it as much. Why would they do that?
Not Japanese enough. I don't know.
Not Japanese enough. The Switch.
No, I'm saying the Xbox. But
I get why they skipped the Xbox.
The Naraka Blade Point game. I think I played that on PlayStation. That's another mobile.
Yeah, that's on PC.
Crossover.
I didn't even know that was mobile. I had no clue because they pushed that a real full-fledged PC game.
Actually, I don't know if it is. It says Epic Games, Xbox, PlayStation. Okay. It's on Loading. What the hell's Loading Bay?
I don't know. I've never heard of Loading Bay.
It's like a Steam.
Yeah, Duet Night Abyss. I don't even know what this is. But if you want to pre-register, it's another. So apparently, my friend was telling me it's a gacha, but only outfits or something, only cosmetics. So they're starting to shift into that with gacha to make it more palatable, and they're making just as much money. You don't have to do pay to win. If you sell people a bow for their socks, they'll do it. make
Right.
it cool, and people will spend money. So this is coming, like I said, 10/28. I'll probably look at this. I will do it on Steam. I won't do it on mobile. And it's just like, yeah, we have to kind of try this stuff, I think, even when it's not a Weeb Outsiders, because it's kind of like become part of the conversation now.
I want to, because it's kind of more interesting to me than a lot
what's
of the Western
happening
stuff.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like
that Once Human game, I love that. Why I should be playing that.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you're always saying like you watch something, you know what it is, you're kind of bored of it. Like Borderlands. It's Borderlands, it's fine, but you're going to be shocked if you play these games. You're going to be surprised. Even watching anime, like I laughed out loud. I was like, this is actually kind of funny. It's just different, and I think we're kind of like that's why it's taking over. That's why it's spreading out. I think a lot of people feel like we do, where we're like, okay, I'll check this out too. And why not? It's something different. All right, well, we've got to get out of here. We've been going for almost an hour. If you guys want more Weeb Outsiders, do you want us to do this as actual bonus shows each week? If you want to support us, because we'll probably put this one out for everybody, you can do so on videogameoutsiders.com. Hit that big red button. You can support us and listen to bonus shows that we do every week like this, the 20-year back catalog and ad-free versions of VGO. In your player of choice, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, whatever you do, it pumps right in, and it's $4.99 a month, but it does give you the extra shows that we don't put anywhere else, like the Sups podcast from Discord and stuff like this. So if you want to support the show, that's how you can say thank you, and you do get extra stuff in return. What's this? John's down a Nettie's rabbit hole. Whatever.
Yeah, what is
Infinite
this?
Lagrange. Is French? I'm translating.
What do you mean?
It made me translate the page when I loaded in.
Really? It's in English for me.
I don't know. It told me I had to translate.
It looks like some Star Citizen type game, and I just downloaded an exe file from their website
my God.
to
Enjoy.
install it. What?
Apple Store, Google Play, get it on the official platform or the PC version.
The official platform, if you click it, you get an exe file.
Okay.
That's the PC install.
Stay tuned for next week when John will be playing more Weeb games. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, next week on VGO, we'll do Silent Hill F, we'll do Tactics, Remake. I'm excited. And we'll do Sonic Racing, I think. And I think that's it. Come on down to Video Game Outside. Will you stop? What are you ughing about? You're getting a free $70 game.
Ugh.
And you're going, ugh. My God.
All right.
All right. Well, we had fun. We hope you did too. And I think that is it.
Thanks for subbing, guys. We'll see you. Bye.
Pillow.